Hello, students. This is the second part of nutrition in plants for you. In this, we are going to study about structure and function of cells. Cells, you know, are the tiniest part of your body. Every living organism on the earth are made up of cells. These are the building blocks of your body. So let's learn about the structure. Living things are, what are living things made of? Living things are made of cells. And all activities, whatever is going on, you're breathing in, you're having your food, you're eating, all activities are being carried out in your cells. Which is why cells are regarded as structural and functional basis of life. Each and every cells, they come together to form the tissue. Different tissues come together to form organs, and different organs come together to form the organ systems. And you know that we have around 10 to 12 organ systems in our body, which constantly keeps on working, and we can work and play. Let's talk about the structure of a cell, the basic structure. We need to know what lies in there, right? The basic parts of a cell, when we observe the cell under a microscope, three things are visible to us. The first one is cell membrane. It is also called plasma membrane, okay? I haven't given the word over here, but it is also known as plasma membrane. Then you can see a blue color substance in it. Let me take annotation so that I can point the things that I want to show you. So this blue watery thing is called cytoplasm. And at the center, there's a dense body called the nucleus. This is the headquarter or the control center of the cell. It controls all the activities. So if respiration is going on, digestion is going on, multiplication of the cells going on, everything goes on under the control of the nucleus. Okay, I hope you have understood till here. Let's move on. Let me remove the annotation. Okay. There. When these cells are observed under the microscope, this is human cheek cell. It sounds very weird, right? The cells look weird. Well, very gently, the inner side of your cheek is scratched with the help of a matchstick or a toothpick, and it is deposited on a slide and observed under the microscope. We get to see the cheek cell in this manner. The second image is of onion peel. We have to remove the peel of onion and observe it under the microscope. So different cells will have different structures, and when it is observed under the microscope, it will give us the only, not the entire thing. There are many things into a cell, but only the basic structures are visible under a microscope. As I have told you earlier, the first one is plasma membrane, second is cytoplasm, and the third is nucleus. Let's move on. So this brings us to the cell. Are the plants different from the animals? If they are different, how are they different from each other? Okay, so animal cells and plant cells basically are same. As you can see in this image, both the cells have nucleus, both the cells have cytoplasm, both the cells have cell membrane, and both the cells have mitochondria. See, you're getting another word over here, mitochondria. These mitochondria are small structures that give you energy. So the carbohydrates that you are eating ultimately goes into the cell and gives you energy. The difference in both the cells, in between the two cells, are two structures, three structures we can say. One is cell wall. The plants have an outer covering, a rigid covering, and that is known as cell wall. Then they have chloroplast. You know that plants can prepare their own food. So chloroplasts are present in their cells, which help them to prepare the food. Then there's a big centrally located vacuole. You know, plants and animals are different because whenever you just think about yourself when you are outside, now it's very sunny, right? If you are staying in a hot region, India particularly, right in the daytime during the noon, if you go out, how would you feel? You'd be running back inside, isn't it? It's hot. But do you think the plants can do the same? They can't. They will have to tolerate all environmental conditions, all environmental conditions. And how they can bear it? It is the cell wall which is giving them extra protection and helping them to stand outside even during hot weather, cold condition, when it's windy, when it's raining. So this extra protection helps them to survive outside. So let's come to the review questions. What is cell? If you are able to answer these questions, then you have understood the topic. What is cell? What are the basic parts of a cell? What is a microscope? Well, microscope is a device that helps us to see very tiny structures which we cannot see under normal conditions. Then the differences between plants and animal cells. Function of the cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Cell membrane gives encloses everything, all the parts. For example, cytoplasm, it's similar to if you fill a balloon with water and you put some more things, what does the balloon do? It holds the water. Similarly, the cell membrane does the same thing. Cytoplasm holds the nucleus and the other structures that we have just now come across, the mitochondria, right? Then chloroplast. There are other parts which you are going to study in higher classes. And nucleus, we have already come to know about it. It's the headquarter, control center of the cell. So this brings us to the end of this topic. We'll continue with the next slide in the next video that is going to follow very soon.